Hey, all right, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kwadash. I want to say double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders of Great Millstone for teaching his word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to the 144,000, the elect men, the 12,000 men from each of the 12 tribes of Israel, along with the mixed multitude of men, women, and children that are scattered abroad behind them. This is Brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii, coming to you with another quick lesson. And this lesson is on this video. It's a viral video that is going across the internet about this man and this woman right here who were on a first date. And because this woman messed up the previous reservations, they had to go to the Cheesecake Factory. And this woman thought she was, or thinks that she's, above the Cheesecake Factory. She's like, that's a chain restaurant. She don't do chain restaurants. And if you watch this interview, I found this interview that they did together recently. They did it 5 days ago. Okay, and she's still proud. She's still looking down on him. And this dude, he's not assertive at all. He's weak. You can tell his spirit is broken. And he was saying in his interview how he couldn't get he still couldn't get no dates, and the Western woman is through. You trying to find a woman here in America, man, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, and so anyway, I wanted to play a little excerpt from this video where they were speaking, where they was talking, and he was basically talking about how he saw this woman. I'm not gonna play it. You brothers want to watch the video, you can watch the video. I don't want to play this. I don't like hearing her voice, man. And like somebody said right here, she really didn't care about him. She just wanted a free meal, and that's the majority of these women in America. She was talking about how she wanted a provider, how she was raised to want a provider and to be courted. She was raised to be courted, and she also made a statement saying that she was royalty. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing royal about her. Haughtiness is not a royal, being haughty or being proud, that's not a royal mentality. That's a wicked mentality. A king is supposed to be humble. A king is not supposed to be proud. We're not supposed to vaunt ourselves against our people, man. And that's what the nigga woman does. And that's why she's undateable. The black woman is undateable. And I think I'm gonna title the video of that. She's undateable on any level. She always got something going for it, going. She always got a bunch of wickedness, and her eyes is full of pride, and that's why the Lord is gonna break her down. So, matter of fact, I will play a little bit of this, because what he said was, he said people were intimidated by her. The black woman takes men abhorring her as if they're intimidated by her, and this bitch is tall. She's proud. Man, she a freak. Once you break that wall down, you know what I'm saying, you could take her down. And she knew who she can get away with this. A woman like this, she wants a weak man. And he made a wise decision. He conveyed his point very articulate during that confrontation. He dropped that bitch off, dropped that bitch home. Like, listen, he ain't had to put up with this. But this is the mindset of these women. They believe that they're entitled. Look, the man wasn't made for the woman. I'll get that real quick. Yeah, this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 8. It says, for the man is not of the woman. It says, but the woman of the man. And it says in the NLT, for the first man didn't come from woman, which he did, but he had other relatives, But it says anyway, for the first man didn't come from woman, but the first woman came from man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. And the NLT says a man was not made for a woman, but a woman was made for a man. Right? It says, for this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of angels. And the NLT says, for this reason, and because of the angels are watching, a woman should wear a covering on her head and show she is under authority. Right? So a woman is not in authority. She's not in authority. You ain't in authority to say where you want to go. You ain't in authority to say where you want to leave. You're not. But in this world, in this society, Esau, Satan, that serpent, He's giving these women this power and this authority to dictate. Did not the scripture says this? To usurp. Usurp. Right. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. In the NLT it says, I do not let women teach men or have authority over them. Let them listen quietly. And that's a woman's role. And in this world, if you start speaking like that and you convey that type of language to a woman, automatically, especially the black woman, automatically she's going to be very vengeful. She's going to be very spiteful. And it ain't just a black woman. It's these Western women, period, in America. These so-called feminist women, these post-feminist women, you know. And you could tell her spirit, she in her mind, she knows that her haughtiness is unattractive, you know. It is, you know, you look at a big butt, it's big ass titties, and you think, oh man, yeah, she looks good. Yeah, for the second. But in reality, she's everything that's wrong with women and relationships, man. And you starting to see that a lot of these women who are used to be heterosexual, now they're ABC people, they're having the same problems that they were having when they were with men. You know, they're violent, they're uncontrollable. You know, they have what's the word? It's the word when they have promiscuous issues or issue with promiscuity. You see? So these women are out of control. They out of pocket, you know? And that haughtiness is going to get you destroyed. Let me play a little bit of this real quick.
What the hell? Why not?
Tell me how y'all met. I want you to tell me how you guys met.
So I was in Midtown, and I barely even have time to go out with friends and all that, but it was a really close friend's birthday, so I went to get some drinks for the first time in ages, and I saw this beautiful woman who it seemed like every other guy in the bar was either intimidated by or too shy to talk to, and I thought, what the hell? Why not? And she was, minding her own business. And I asked her, her name, Alicia, and I thought that's a beautiful name. And even despite how loud it was in the bar, we were still able to talk a little here and there.
Yeah,
and,
so so that's how you met the bitch. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, like I was talking to Elder Watchers talking about this, man. Hey, this bitch knew who she can get that shit over on, man, because she know that, first of all, Jake ain't gonna put up with the bullshit. A real man is not gonna put up with that bullshit. He met this bitch in a club, in a bar, and that's another thing too. These bitches get these jobs and they get these positions and they get this mindset that they're higher than the average man, and they're not, and they're not, man. And then a lot of times these women, they do things, attention for attention's sake. Attention is what they want. They dress a certain way. They're in particular locations. They're doing certain things because they want a particular attention of a particular man. Whether that's a thug, whether that's a so-called man with money or great substance, And at the end of the day, man, these women are nothing but traps, snares and traps. It does not, the scripture says that. All right. This is the book of, I think it's Proverbs, Salakia. Salakia. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. And NLT, it says, I discovered that a seductive woman is a trap and more bitter than death. And that's what this woman is. She's a trap. And you get caught up in her, it's more bitter than death to be with this bitch, man. Because she's She has this mindset, this prideful, haughty mindset. She has this mindset that she believes that she deserves everything. I forget the name of the word or the word that I want to use for that. But she has a mindset where she just thinks that everything belongs to her, and that she is warranted to have any and everything that she wants, and that's out of order. Again, I discovered that a seductive woman is a trap, more bitter than death. Her passion is a snare, and her soft hands are chains. Those who are pleasing to the Most High will escape her, but sinners will be caught in her snare. And you see that all the time. These women, they dress a certain way, they look a certain way, but this bitch is a trap. They got something called a honey trap. You know what I mean? They basically trap a man by using a so-called beautiful woman, man. Which she's not, in my opinion, she's not beautiful. She's extremely unattractive, not because of her exterior visage. It's because of her inner person is a cruel person, and she'll suck you dry in more ways than one, So the black woman is undateable, and this is the reason why, I'll end it off with the book of Sirach. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. And that's what you saw in this video with this woman and this man, right? Her haughty looks and eyelids, talking about something. Would you take something that looked like this to the Cheesecake Factory, bitch? No, you ain't going to no Cheesecake Factory. You're not going nowhere. I wouldn't take that bitch nowhere. She don't deserve to go nowhere. And you need to start, Jake need to start, period. I think he might be, I thought he was East Indian, but I think he's like Northern Kingdom. He's just one of them men that don't have a backbone. That's all it is. He's very shy. This dude's, you can tell he's an introvert, and he ain't used to dealing with women on a certain level, especially with these bulldogs. You dealing with the black woman, you dealing with the bulldog, you dealing with the bull with horns, man. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a certain type of man that had to, deal with something like that. And I ain't him. I am not him. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, man, just stay away from her, man. Stay away from her, man, because in the end, she's going to get dealt with, All you women, your pride is going to get you brought real low real soon. And women are opportunists anyway. As soon as they see an opportunity to relieve some stress, pain, and anguish, they're going to run to that, It's that. Say shalom, on to the next, man.